Man, that is going to be a slobber knocker of a game right there.
In all my time, I don't remember somebody scoring 4.
Yeah, if I use the word jetapult, it's actually a word. People don't realize it.
Right.
Good try. No soup for you.
And Trey, go get you some wax beans and
Come back, soup for the deli, I know.
yeah, go get you some wax beans and
Hey,
have
Trey,
a good day, man.
thanks for
First downs for Central Clay for 1, 2, 3, 4 quarters. Roll call with a spidget.
Roll call. A spidget.
Spidget.
A spidget.
What are you doing, man? What in the world? What have you got?
Even Knievel, man. You remember that?
Man, you know how many memories that noise brings back?
That is the coolest noise
What did you?
for generation.
Is that Blake's or is
Remember that sound?
that you?
Yeah, that's new. Evil Knievel. Is that not the coolest little toy?
You
ever
have bought the Evil Knievel toy.
Yeah, I jumped it, man. I jumped 2 ramps, got him to do a wheelie.
That noise though just brings back. If you don't know that noise, you didn't have a good growing up childhood.
Man, is that not? I love the Evil Knievel, man.
That's cool, man. I like
I
that.
had to leave him up.
We'll have to get an external camera and film that thing going across your front yard.
You know, we're gonna have to do it.
Take your phone, film that thing so we can get it on.
I mean, like I said, I built a little ramp
yeah,
and it jumped.
yeah.
But that sound is so iconic.
Oh yes, and they ain't but one toy, and you knew it was the Evil
The
Knievel
Evil
toy.
Knievel toy.
Yes, sir.
I've been trying to find it for about 5, 6
Did you get it on
years.
eBay or Amazon?
You know, Michael Gregory was telling me he saw it on Facebook or something, and then I went up there and sure
Gotcha.
enough, got it. Heck
I
yeah,
got
man.
you. I got you.
Heck yeah.
Well, hey, welcome to May. It is
it
May.
May yet?
It is May.
I ain't know
And
what
the
month it is.
and the temperature warmed up like it was May today too. Welcome to the May 3rd edition of Sports Chat with Neal and Wally. Thank you for watching. We always appreciate everybody tuning in. We hope your family is staying healthy during these crazy times. My gosh, it's just look at my hair, man. I got hair. I ain't had this much hair in so long.
You are.
My neck, I look like a gorilla on my back of my neck, man.
Yeah.
I tried to talk Michelle into cutting my hair. She will not do it.
She won't do it.
Nope.
Well, I can do it. I mean, I
No,
got
I ain't letting you do it. No, She said, it's too many layers. I'll mess it up. I said, it'll grow back. She won't do it. Anyway,
You need just to do the David Hannigan and David Ames special.
Tupperware, or just put Tupperware size 6. And just
Just do it, yeah.
Just do it around. Anyway, hey, tomorrow, getting back to normal just a little bit. The city is going back to full force tomorrow, and all the employees will be back at work tomorrow. The mayor has mandated that unless you are high risk, you be at work tomorrow and full strength. But there's always a but with this
Always a
coronavirus.
but, yeah.
There's always a but. City buildings will be locked, not open to the public, but all the employees will be inside. They still want you to do business with the city over the internet, over the telephone, over the fax machine, over email. Just do business another way than besides in person right now. But anyway, all the city employees are back to reporting. And as for the court, we'll all be there getting prepared and working with the police agencies. But the Supreme Court of Alabama still has us shut down until May the 15th.
Yeah, and that's the way our building is too. We're
Yeah.
following what Governor Ivey has said.
Yeah.
So actually, May
Yep.
18th is when everybody starts coming back full.
And that building right there is where me and Wally worked together for almost 15 years, and Wally still works there.
Still works there.
That's
yeah,
the old
right there on the
Tolbert,
right.
Tolbert building,
Yeah.
judicial building.
Heflin
Tolbert Judicial Building, right downtown Montgomery, and a lot of good memories in that place. And Wally still works there.
I remember about 10,000 people was out there during the Roar Moore thing.
Yes, with the
Oh,
Ten
my
Commandments.
goodness, 10 Commandments.
Ooh.
Listen, that picture you see right there,
None
there
but
was
people.
probably about, no joke, about 5,000 people
camping
who
out.
had tents. And Neal and I, we were having a meeting with our director at the time, and this guy had this bullhorn thing
Yeah,
and would come to the window and look in and
we're trying to have a meeting. we're
was
trying to have a
funny.
meeting in that little that blue looking window over
yeah, the
there.
blue looking with the band of
Anyway.
that guy was just going
Oh
down.
man! Anyway, hey, city employees going back full force tomorrow. And they've set the date for May the 15th for the courts. And Wally, this is at least some semblance of normalcy.
Yeah.
Just a semblance. I mean, don't you think? I mean, I can kind of smell the entire planet, especially our country, our state, our city, our county. We're trying to push through this and come out the other side, and you can just see the light at the end of the tunnel now, it seems like, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And it may be too early. It may be too early. We'll find out.
Well, I saw something which is kind of bizarre. Well, I don't know if you can say it's bizarre,
Yeah.
but there was a guy that owns a haircutting establishment up in Hoover, and they had him on TV. They were talking to him. Anyway, they have, for the last 3 days, cited him $500. Because he said, and he told the camera, he said, listen, he says, I got to feed my family.
Yeah.
I don't get a stimulus check. I could not get unemployment. So just buy me $500. I'll do what I can until I get bankrupt.
It's crazy times, man.
It is. I mean,
It's crazy
and
times.
I guess
Everybody's just trying to get back to normal.
get back to normal.
Yeah.
And he had his mask on and
Yeah.
stuff, and he showed the citation.
Yeah. Yeah, and speaking of universities, I saw where Auburn, Alabama, and Troy all came out publicly this week and said students will be allowed on campus this fall. That's huge.
I know Troy's going to have impacts
Yep.
scheduled. There are going to be some they can do online. But
Yeah, Troy has officially opened their campus on June 1st, but they will have impact, just like you just said. And
Rush, the girls,
yeah,
want to
Rush.
stuff.
And you know what this tells me, Wally? Talking about trying to get back to normal.
You going to go to Rush one day?
No, I probably. Well, I don't know. If Sydney wants me to come over and help, I will. Okay. But anyway, this tells me. Now, don't quote me on this because I don't know anything. But it looks like we're on the right track to have a normal football season. How about that?
I like that, man. That's
How about that?
cool.
Keep thinking positive, folks. Keep thinking positive. We'll have some football season. Reminder, the Corona hotline for Troy is 334-670-5409. We're going to continue to let everybody know what that number is until we get past all this. And speaking of virus and normal football, the NFL released the schedules, and they didn't make any amendments that had anything to do with the virus. And they also had a preseason schedule attached.
That's surprising.
That also tells old Nilo we're headed toward a normal football season.
That
Hey,
gets a bell ring.
I like it. I just read the headlines and read the articles and keep up with sports. I didn't say it. I'm just regurgitating what I've read and what I think. And also, the Troy Recreation Department still looking for May the 11th. Now, they're in a holding pattern right now. I talked to Dan this week and Dan Smith this week at a city directors meeting, and they're in a holding pattern. They don't have everything in stone on how they might do things, or if there's going to be a state tournament or no state tournament, or just a city league and city league only or anything, but still shooting for May the 11th, and heck, they may not announce till May the 8th.
I know. Hey, and we got a special guest that's come on tonight, and you can probably ask him that.
He'll know about that?
Well, ask him what he feels about.
I will.
Maybe playing a
Rec league.
couple rec league games.
I got you.
Because I don't know, we didn't go over this on our show notes, but the American baseball, what do you call it?
Dixie?
Well, Dixie said they still going to try to do the World Series.
Right.
But Little League.
Little League, yeah.
Little League World Series said they
Canceled it.
They had
It's
canceled.
over, yeah.
It's over. So you're wondering, is Dixie going to do the same thing?
I saw, I follow all the Dixies on Facebook.
Yeah.
And I saw where the state coordinator for Dixie softball has already invited the Dizzy Dean Softball League to play in their World Series.
Well, that's good. That's a good sign.
Great heartfelt gesture. But is that saying we're going to have it come hell or high water?
But did you see any of the listen, I read some of the guidelines of if they do have it. Listen to this. We got a great rec department, but I would hate for Dan Smith and his
what an undertaking that would be.
His good crew to have to make sure that everything's wiped down after each game. Only
clear the park.
Only parents, no siblings, no step parents,
no concessions.
No concessions. That's going to be a huge feat.
It would be, man. It would be huge.
And I'm sure Dan can do it, but good gracious, you would hate that.
Yeah. Wally, please tell me you saw the Tom Brady hiatus down in Tampa.
My goodness, criminal. What a criminal.
Tom has left the friendly confines of Boston, Massachusetts, and headed to Tampa Bay. The weather's hot. He don't know how to handle it, the humidity. First of all, he goes to this city park to do some running and calisthenics, and the city ordinance has got the park closed. And he gets
What are you doing out there?
cops come in with a bullhorn, run him off. He gets all in trouble. He says, "I'm sorry, I didn't know. Just moved here. I just moved here." And he's Tom Brady. Then this last week, is supposedly he's going to one of his assistant coaches' houses, and he ends up in some old elderly lady's house. She calls the cops. She calls the cops. Intruder, breaking and entering.
Coach Wingle.
Trespasses.
Just knock it
Of course, the cops getting there, and it's Tom Brady.
Look at this. Hey, coach.
Yeah, look at this. I hope this has got volume. Let it play. Let's see. This is hilarious. Let it go. Look, she's calling the police on her neighbors. But anyway, Tom Brady's been, he got caught at a park by the cops. He went in the wrong house. Cops got him breaking and entering. I mean, he's just having a rough go of it. Trying to become a good neighbor. And he's taking it like, he's making fun of himself on Twitter. I mean, he's doing good. But, hey, a little something non-sports related, Wally. And, you know, we try to keep it sports on here, but why is it that folks won't fill out the census?
I've already filled mine out.
But why would somebody say, I ain't doing that? I see all these statistics where 36% did it. Are you kidding? There's 74% of people out there saying,
sadly, we're going to probably lose not only a lot of federal funding, but we're going to lose one of our House seats.
say it louder for the people in the back row. Folks, listen.
We are going to lose federal funding, and we're going to lose a House seat. That's huge.
Two or three minutes, fill out the census.
You don't. I mean, it does not take that
The government
long.
just wants to know how many people are around. That's all.
They don't
30
even ask for your
30-something%.
Social Security. Don't even ask that.
Yeah.
They-
Anyway, moving on. That was a little non-sports. It just got that just kind of caught a nerve on me.
I talked to somebody this week, and I said, "You filled it out," and he said, "How you filling it out?" I was like, "What the fuck? I mean,
Yeah,
Anyway,
like it was such a task.
a task.
Unbelievable, man. I saw on Twitter where the Pike Level Patriot Baseball Program is trying to win a uniform contest. And, hey, right now they're paired up against the Enterprise Wildcats. And get on Twitter and vote, man. Vote for your favorite team. And we're on in Enterprise, too. So if you're in Enterprise, vote for Enterprise. If you're in the Troy area or in the Pike County area, vote for Pike Live. Let's get this thing going. This will be fun. This will be neat to figure out who wins. I'll keep a watch on it. Right now, Pike Liberal looks like they got a slight edge, 50% to 49.6%. So it's tit for tat. So, hey, that's fun. I like that kind of stuff. People
Yeah,
fill
I
out that
like
kind of
those.
stuff.
I
Just-
miss those.
especially in these times where we don't have any live sports.
Heck yeah, because I'm about Facebooked out of all the albums, named within albums, and
Yeah,
unbelievable.
yeah,
Have
man.
you played any of the little things?
I did, and I enjoy reading them all, but I just don't. I don't know. I might do one tonight just to see.
Just for the heck of it.
Yeah, yeah.
There you
Man, yesterday should have been the Run for the Roses. And we did not get to see the Kentucky Derby this year. And in fact, they just canceled it. No rescheduling, no nothing. They just canceled the Kentucky Derby. And first time since World War II that there won't be a Kentucky Derby.
go. Unbelievable.
And no Run for the Roses this year. And I'm not a horse race guy, but there's one horse race I watch every year because the people that know horse racing say that's the most prestigious race. So I like sports, so I watch Kentucky Derby.
I always wanted to go to Kentucky Derby.
Yeah, me too, you know. I mean, that'd be cool.
Then we could do a show out there like we're trying
Can we
to
get
do the
some-
Masters.
We need to get media passes, don't we?
I did.
When is all the big media outlets going to come calling and say, we need Neal and Wally
Neal
there.
and Wally.
Neal and Wally,
tried.
we want y'all to be at this event. Neal and Wally, we want y'all to. Where's everybody? Hey,
What? Fuck
Atlanta, Birmingham, Nashville, we'll come.
We'll come. We're cheap. We come. I mean,
We're
good gracious.
cheap.
Heck yeah, man.
Also, the Alabama Independent School Association finally came out this week and canceled their spring
Oh,
sports.
yeah. And I hate
They held on longer than anybody.
Yeah, they did. They actually did.
And so they thought maybe just maybe that the independent schools and those are the private schools could get it together and get 2 weeks in and get a championship series going. But they said that they waited as long as they could, and there was just no way to have a championship series. Just ran out of time, and so they finally canceled it this week. So officially, the AISA sporting season for spring sports is over now too. And just something we wanted to report right there. And
hey, I forgot to also tell you, one of our sponsors, Ivy Creek, I went Wednesday and
what's wrong? You didn't have the virus.
No, I didn't. But I went and drew the blood to see if I had antibodies for COVID-19.
And
I have not got the call yet. They said they would call you with the results.
Now keep this in mind. He was really sick in January.
Well, actually, it was February.
February. Okay.
Let me tell you, and I talked to the lady that drew my blood because she remembers. She says, we had a lot during that time. I had just got back from Mardi Gras down in Mobile, and I came back, and I was really sick. And I had those symptoms. They tested me for the flu.
But wouldn't you think you would have given it to me, though?
Yeah.
I mean, I never got sick.
Yeah, I mean.
Maybe I did, and I was just asymptomatic.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm very curious to see if I did have it.
That will be.
So
we're gonna let you know here on the show.
But it wasn't all it cost. I think was $5. I mean, to get it, it wasn't all that bad at all.
Right.
Wasn't all that bad.
Right. Well, I may go get it checked. It's only $5. Hey, let's tell everybody who is paying for the show.
Let's tell them.
And then we'll take a short break and dive in deeper. The Old Barn, Turner Mowing, Alabama Real Estate Connections, Southern Animal Hospital and Pet Resort, the Crease Agency, the Pig Cafe, Deep South Apparel, Severe Ralph Bacon, Hastings and Reeves, Attorneys at Law, Crows of Brundage, All-Star Collision, Jones Medical Supply, Health Actions, UPS Store, Hooks Barbecue, Marco's Pizza, Troy Eye Care, Preston Steakhouse, Stone Cold Heating and Cooling with Mr. Matt Johnson, Bill Jackson Ford and Chevy, Road Mart, Glow Boutique. I want to give Road Mart a special shout out. They got my old Bronco tuned up, ready to roll again, and got her back. And I took her to Lake Martin yesterday.
Yeah, that's good.
Appreciate Jason Floyd and crew up there. Glow Boutique, Alabama Restoration, Town and Country Flooring, Tyler Transport, Extreme Athletics, Eddie Billings Dentistry in Laverne, Smith Manufacturing Mobile Homes, Landscape Source. Took a call this morning for Landscape Source.
Hey, check this out. I've had two. No, I'm gonna say three because another lady just came by, walking. They like, man, your yard looks good. And I said, Landscape Source. And then our neighbor James, he gave a lady the number because his yard.
Looks
man,
like
my yard is looking good.
Well, I took a call this morning for who's doing y'all's yards, who's the landscaping people on Sports Chat with Neal and Wally, and I hooked them up with Tommy Jocks, Landscape Source.
He can do it, buddy.
Hey,
Tommy can do it.
Birds Drugs, P.S. Falk Furniture and Enterprise, K. Rose Fitness, the Matthews Law Firm in Ozark, Troy Messenger, Troy Auto Parts, Southern Scents and Sensations, Simply Southern Kitchen, Raymond's Barbershop, Flo's Restaurant, Green Hills Funeral Home, Wise Office Supply, Fat Man's Barbecue in Montgomery, Southern Grill and Patio, PC Plus, Outdoor Power Equipment, Premier Dodge Chrysler Ram and Jeep, Sandbuck Insurance, Julia's Restaurant, Nels 2 Restaurant, the Witherington Insurance Group, Pike County Court Referral, Taylor Roofing and Construction, and Ivy Creek Medical. Troy Pool Service, Floyd Auto and Tire Service of Brundage, Magnolia Gaming, McDaniel and Associates out of Dothan, the Half Shell Restaurant, Sound Stations, Firehouse Subs, Mel's Master Salon, Sign Gypsies, Connecticut Bridge and Engineering, Max Credit Union, and Saunders Properties. We appreciate all these. Please patronize them if you can. We'll be right back with some sports info.
Hey. Mr. Neal, is this the crazy guy that does the sports show with you?
Yes, it is. Wally, what are you doing up here at Globe? How long has he been up here?
He's been up here for like an hour, and he hasn't moved, and he's scaring all the customers.
Wally, I know you said you were going to Globe to get Holly a birthday present, but you're taking this a little bit to extremes, don't you think? Acting like a mannequin? We're going to have to call the law. Come to Globe for all your needs up on the square. Globe Boutique. What you got, man?
Man,
What's wrong with this thing?
I done wrecked my kayak, man.
What'd you do? Run into a weather buoy out there?
Yeah, I ran into one of those
Out in the
weather
Gulf?
buoys. Yeah, I sure did, man.
Unbelievable, man. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do about all this?
I don't know, man. I got to go see that lady.
Insurance?
Ma'am?
Insurance?
I don't have any
He
insurance.
should have went to Crease Insurance Agency out on 231 and got him some insurance. Now he's got to pay cash money for this kayak, doesn't he?
Yeah, he sure does.
Listen to the beach worker right here. He's got to pay cash for his kayaks. Visit Mike Crease, the Crease Agency, the only insurance agent you'll ever need. Hey, what are you doing in the surgery room at Southern Animal Hospital? Pet Resort.
I'm about to circumcise this dog.
Man, don't circumcise that dog. Let Dr. Steve Barron help you with the spaying and neuter process, give them a call. Southern Animal Pet Hospital Resort, 770-1838. You got to be a medical professional and board certified to perform these kind of dog procedures on surgery. Give them a call. Southern Animal Pet Hospital Resort. Hey, what's going on today?
Mr. Neal, do you know this guy? He comes here every day for breakfast and lunch.
This guy over here?
Yes.
Unfortunately, I do know him.
Man, look at the size of this chicken right here, man.
Oh my God, Wally, how many days in a row have you eaten here?
Every day, bro.
Come out to the Pig Cafe Monday through Friday, breakfast and lunch. The biggest cat head biscuits for breakfast and the crispiest fried chicken for lunch. Come out to the Pig Cafe.
Hey, Neal, how are you today?
I'm good. I want some of these chicken nuggets. Well, I want them down here at Crows and Brundage. Wally, what are you doing in the kitchen at Crows and Brundage?
Oh man, I'm trying to steal the secret sauce recipe.
Man, they're not going to give you the secret sauce recipe. Put that sauce back. Patsy, now he's got the sauce. Unbelievable. Come see them at Crows and Brundage. Hey, they got fried okra, catfish on Friday nights, wings, honey barbecue wings, any kind of wings, and the best chicken nuggets in the world. Come see them. Crows and Brundage. Thank you.
Man, what in the world? You just dang T-bone me right here. What in the heck? Playing with fidget?
Wally, did
I'm
you have a
sorry,
wreck?
Mr. Wally.
Man, this girl right here playing with this fidget spinner, texting on the phone and T-bone me right here in the parking lot. I was about to go pay my speeding ticket.
Right here at the police station?
Yeah.
Well, luckily at the police station, we can just call All-Star Collision 808-8822. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm sorry. Can I have the fidget spinner back?
Yeah, you can have
Please,
it.
Mr. Wally.
All
Thank
she's
you.
worried about is a fidget spinner. Call All-Star Collision for all your accidents. 808-8822.
You gained donuts?
I gotta pay for my gas. Wally, what are you doing at the gas station?
Oh, gas station? What are you talking about? I'm going into Preston's, man. Right across the street from Walmart, inside a Flash Mart. Best steaks in Fort Alabama.
I heard it was the best steak.
Y'all come on in.
All
Oh,
right,
man, it's
man.
time for lunch.
Come to lunch.
Man, that's one of the best songs ever, man. Rick Springfield.
Heck yeah.
Hey, we got a caller on the line. Sports Chat with Neal and Wally. Who we got? Charles from Real
Charles
Town.
from Real Town.
Man, I hadn't heard your voice in a long time. You've been hiding out.
No, I ain't hiding out. What do I got to hide out from?
Well, I don't know.
Fine, pal.
That's why I'm glad you called. I wanted to know.
Hey, Charles, do you ever talk to Feinbaum anymore?
No, I don't talk that. He's a crook, a liar, and everything else you want to say. He lied to me like a dog.
He did?
Me on ESPN, I was going to be on a talk show, one of them variety shows, or I don't know what kind of show it was. He lied. They did interview me, but they didn't go nowhere. Feinbaum, that's the way he is. He just treats me worse than he does anybody on the show. And I made that show for I don't know how many years.
You
Number
should.
one caller of the year.
Yeah, you were.
Man, we used to love listening to you when you called, because Neal and I would ride back and forth every day to Montgomery. We always
Yeah.
listened to Feinbaum in the afternoon. We loved you, man.
I said, please let Charles from Real Town call.
I appreciate that, but I called in today. My buddy, he got cheated by y'all on a contest.
Oh, no, don't you tell me that now.
I bet
You
his name
talk-
is Steve Stokes.
You talking about Steve? Now, Charles from Real Town, he's already won one Yeti cooler. He's already won it.
Yeah. Let me tell you how crooked y'all was. Y'all, you wanted to know how many top 5 draft picks that he could name. He named 4. But the guy y'all gave the prize to, he didn't name but 3.
Yeah, but
He's good at arithmetic, but I know 4 behind 3.
Charles, listen. Now, wait a minute. But that guy that we gave the Yeti to picked the 32nd pick, the last pick in
You know
the...
what? I've been thinking about that too. I
Yeah.
bet that was an Alabama player got picked on the 32nd.
I believe it was an Alabama player.
I knew it. I know it.
Look, Charles, and the guy
Me.
the guy that won it is a huge Alabama fan.
You are too.
No,
I don't get worried about y'all. Neal's all right, but you. Sit down, buddy.
no.
Alabama more ref you are.
Wally's a Bammer now.
Yeah, I love Alabama now, Charles. I thought you was a big Alabama fan at one time. That's what Steve told me.
Shut your mouth, man. I ain't never been an Alabama fan. Who told you that?
That's what Stokes told me.
Folks, got Charles from Real Town on the air here, and a legendary caller from the Feinbaum show. And you used to call John and Barry some, didn't you?
Yeah, I called them too. They ain't nothing to them.
They know.
They invited me to all this stuff, you know. I called in one time, and they invited me to the biscuit ball game, set up near that private booth, watched the ball
Did you go and eat?
Huh?
Did you go and eat at the ball game, the Biscuits game?
Yeah, we up there in that private box.
Oh.
We had all kind of food. Watched the ball game too.
Now Barry McKnight, he normally watches our show every Sunday night now, so he's probably hearing this.
He probably is. He'll tell you the truth.
He will.
He don't. I'll get him. I'll give him a good old country boy whipping.
Yeah.
He's glad to do it. I'll give you one too, Wally.
Charles, Wally thinks Alabama's going to win the national championship this year with a no-name quarterback.
Oh, bull crap. How are you going to do that?
Yeah, they gonna win it, buddy.
Some guy named Matt Jones that took a couple snaps at the end of the year, he thinks they're going to win the national championship.
Yeah. He put all his stats up against a rinky-dink schedule where Bo Nix put all his stats up against one of the toughest schedules in the nation.
Now, that's a
you
fact.
tell me Alabama's going to win a national championship?
Yes.
They ain't going to win nothing. They're going to win the Outback Bowl. House Bowl, I mean. House Bowl.
The Outhouse Bowl.
Yeah, because they full of that stuff.
Lord.
Well, listen, Charles,
Who am I speaking to? I ain't found out who I'm speaking to yet.
this is Neal and Wally. Sports Chat with Neal and Wally. We're on Troy Cable in Troy, Alabama.
Hey, where's Wally at?
He's right.
I'm right here, man. I'm thrilled that you have called, and I guess I'm just on a cloud 9 high.
Oh, you are? Well, let me get you off that cloud 9 high. You better make it up to Steve Stokes. Steve had one of y'all hats and shirts. And try to make up with him because he get really pissed off. Now he done got me pissed off. People pissed off at y'all.
I hope we don't want nobody pissed now.
No, we
tell,
don't.
Tell Stokes. Look, I came through Tallahassee yesterday, Charles, on the way to Lake Martin and back. I should have stopped and talked to old Steve Stokes. And
He's listening right now. Tell him what you want to tell him.
well, I tell him we'll get him a shirt and a hat and everything, but he did not win the Yeti cooler.
Well, you should have 4 better than 3. Like I say, I ain't good in arithmetic, but I know 4 is more than 3.
Come on, Charles.
32 was an Alabama player. That was a loaded question.
No. Charles, we got to go, man. We up against a hard break.
Yeah, gotta go. You better not hang up on me.
Charles from Reeltown. We'll be right back. Sports Chat with Neal and Wally.
Moving on to big time.
What's going on, Monopoly man?
Oh man, Neil,
You got money going everywhere.
I have bought up every bit of Troy, Alabama, but I'm missing a few spots right down here. Who can I call?
Man, you need to call Toby and Dina Adams at the Alabama Real Estate Connection. They'll let you finish buying all of Troy and Pike County. They're the best agents in town. They will work the hardest to get you the best deal. Give them a call, 566-4765. I promise you, you won't be disappointed. Hey, they're dealing at the Alabama Real Estate Connection. Wally, what in the world are you doing, man?
Man, I'm here training for the Olympics.
The Olympics?
Yes.
Well, you hit the right spot out here in extreme athletics. They do gymnastics, tumbling, cheer, sports, all types of stuff. They got great trainers, good things. Hey, 770-FLIP. Give them a call. Hey, what y'all sitting, Mr. Waller? Oh, you okay? Give them a call, 770-FLIP.
Oh man,
Wally, what are you doing at the UPS store?
my printer is jammed, man. I got to do 2,000 copies for the Penske file.
Well, why even worry with that little bitty printer and print one at a time, man? You're gonna run out of ink. Look, UPS store does mass printing. They can print 2,000 or 3,000 copies, cheap, fast, and efficient. Isn't that right? Yes, sir. I mean, why even mess with it? Come to the UPS store on Brothers Street. UPS store, all your printing needs.
Man, I got a big party coming on tonight, man. I got girls coming
What?
everywhere. Hey,
What are you doing up here at Southern Grill and Patio, man, with all your girls?
getting a big green egg, man. Only place in Florida that's got them.
You having a big party, I heard you
Oh
say?
yeah, got girls coming and
Well,
everything.
you need to get all this deck furniture. They got the big green eggs, the medium green eggs, the little green eggs, everything for a big party on a deck. They got the wood thing. Hey, you got pellet grills, gas grills, anything you need. Southern Grill and Patio on North 3 Notch in Troy, Alabama. Jason, how you doing, man?
Neil.
Wally, what are you doing at Jones Medical Supply?
I can't sleep at night, man. I had to come see Jason.
Well, if your sleep doctor said you needed a CPAP, you came to the right place. Jason Jones at Jones Medical Supply will fix you up. Does that thing fit right?
Yeah.
Good deal. This is like the Snuffleupagus. Give Jason Jones a call. Jones Medical Supply, 566-1002. Dang, Wally, it's going to take you forever to spray these weeds with that little jug right there.
Man, look at all these weeds in this yard, man. This is awful,
Neil.
Neil.
There's a better this, man. Tommy Jocks will get that done for you. 799 10 Watch this. Watch that. Look at that. Beautiful. Boom. Gone. Call Tommy Jocks. 799-1069. Get those weeds out of here. Oh, yeah. There's insecticide in that spray, too. The ants will be gone. That's the way you do it. You ever heard that? What? Come on, Blaker. That's the way you do it. Nothing? Don't ring a bell. Man, I thought, of course, your dad, listens to Neil Young all the time. I know you hadn't heard that Dire Straits that Neil Young's playing all the time in the workshop. Also, we got special guest, Charles Henderson Middle School athlete, Blake Lowry. This is Wally's youngest son, and Blake is here. We're going to ask him a few questions about what a high school or a middle school athlete has been going through during this pandemic period of not being able to be with his coaches, not being able to be with teammates, not being able to see your teachers, not be able to walk the halls of the school, a little bit of taking classes at home, just answer a couple questions. And what have you been doing at home these last 5 or 6 weeks to prepare yourself for whatever summer workout program the coach is going to throw at you?
Yeah, I've been running like 3 times a week
Yeah.
and throwing the football a lot just to
Okay.
get better.
I got you. I have seen you running up and down the streets, trying to. I blew the horn at you, tried to scare you out of me. How far are you running?
About like a mile a day, probably.
Okay, and several times a week.
Yeah.
Okay, and you kind of just stay around the neighborhood a little bit. It's pretty hilly over there, isn't it?
Yes, sir. It is pretty hilly.
I got you. Okay, you've been lifting it. Let me see.
No, I'm good.
Huh? Been lifting any weights at home? How you doing that?
Yeah. I've been doing like 3 times a week.
What are you lifting? Has your dad got some old weights, or Noah got some old weights?
I got some weights for Christmas.
Good deal. Good deal. You do that in the morning or the afternoon, or
I do it when I feel like it, like every 3
Okay.
times a week.
about 3 times a week?
Yeah.
Can you feel yourself getting a little stronger?
Yeah, I throw the ball harder than I used to.
Okay. And y'all throw it in the front yard or the backyard? Just
Front yard a lot.
I got you. And now I know your brother played quarterback at high school at Charles Henderson. Do you aspire to play quarterback as well?
Yeah, the legacy of him.
I got you. What number you gonna wear?
17.
17, just like older brother Noah. I think he is. You think Noah's watching tonight?
I don't know.
You don't know. I heard that on June the 1st, speaking of football practices and football workouts and athletic workouts for the school systems, that 10 athletes can come at a time to work out. Can you tell us about what you've heard about that?
I think it's like 13-year-olds at minimum can go, so I don't think like 7th graders can go out there.
Can't
and work
go
out.
yet?
But I'd probably do like offense one day, defense, and like all that one day.
Gotcha. And that's and how many coaches will be there, you think?
Probably like 2, 1, something like
I
that.
got you. And then that'll be a little more structure, a little more coach telling you to do this and do that instead of you doing it on your own. And that's coming. And they said that's going to be June the 1st?
Yes, sir.
So that's coming 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay, you looking forward to that?
Yeah. I think
Okay.
we'll have a good football team this year.
I do too. I just going off what I saw y'all do last year. What about recreation baseball? Do you want for the recreation departments to get together and play recreation baseball?
Yeah. Our baseball season wasn't even over yet. Charles Henderson won.
Right.
Like 2 games left probably.
Yeah.
So we didn't even get to practice or get picked our teams yet.
Yeah. So you do want them to get that together and play?
Yeah, it helps me practice a lot. And
Yeah.
it's fun.
Now, what if they were to tell you, Blake, we're going to have recreation baseball, but there's not going to be any All-Stars? Would you still want to play?
I mean, I love All-Stars, but it's always been one of my favorite things to do. But,
Okay.
I mean, I would still do it for extra practice.
Gotcha. Anything you want to tell the viewing audience about being home with the pandemic and being an athlete and trying to stay in shape? All right, good deal. This is Blake Lowry, Wally's youngest son. He is an athlete at Charles Henderson Middle School, and he is trying to stay in shape at home during this pandemic period. We'll take another break. We'll be right back. Well, I'm going
here, Bill Jackson. I'm about to break in this Raptor right here and go take it for a test drive, bro.
Hey, you want to break in? Why don't you just ask them for a test drive? They're nice. They're up here. Bill Jackson Ford, Bill Jackson Chevy. Hey, Bill Jackson got both sides of 231 covered, man. F-150s, Mustang GTs, Chevy Tahoes, Cadillacs, GMC trucks, you name it. Come to Bill Jackson Auto for all your auto needs.
Roughing the kicker. Roughing the kicker.
What kind of call is that? You can't see nothing.
Yeah, I
You can't
can.
throw a football flag in a basketball game.
Yeah, I can.
You need to go get your eyes checked, like for real checked.
Where at?
Troy Eye Care, 566-7172. Troy Eye Care on Highway 87. Don't be calling basketball unless you get your eyes checked. Blake, where's your dad?
Let me come outside, house flooded.
The house flooded. Are you kidding me? What in the world? What in the world, Wally?
Man, 3 pipes busted, my house all flooded, Neil.
You have got to be kidding, man. Why didn't you call Rand Anderson at Alabama Restoration, 371-5591? You wouldn't be wearing goggles and snorkels and slinging water out the front door? Unbelievable. Alabama Restoration, no disaster is too big. 371-5591. Give them a call today.
Troy Cable Security makes it easy to stay aware and stay in control of your home wherever you are. User-friendly interface allows easy navigation for lights, locks thermostat, video and garage doors. Never worry about leaving your garage door open or the front door unlocked. Your mobile app can send alerts to your phone for alarm and no alarm events. Know when your children arrive home from school with video response. Make sure your home is powered by Troy Cable Security for ultimate access, awareness, and protection.
Breaker 19, I see some smokies up here on 231.
Wally, what are you doing up in that big rig at Tyler Transport?
Oh, baby, I'm driving for Tyler Transport, brother.
Wally, you got to have a special CDL license to drive these big rigs, man.
Sure.
I know, but if you do get your special CDL license, you need to go see them at Tyler Transport. Hey, they offer special benefits packages, competitive pay, you're home on the weekends, and also they got those new glide packages on those rides. Give them a call, 566-7474.
Here I come,
Get out of
baby.
there. Good gravy.
Well, hey there, Mr. Wally. How you doing?
Doing well.
Good. How'd you get in here?
I better not tell you.
They don't even open till 4.
Well, I'm waiting to hear Mr. Winnie Traver play, and I'm going to get me one of these bad boy steaks that they won an award for.
Best steak in the state. Also, best catfish awards a couple years in a row. Hey, my personal favorite is the fried shrimp and the cheese grits. Also, not mentioning the cheese biscuits that come out before the meal. You're going to love that.
I know.
And a little live music, like you said, Mr. Lenny Trawick, you can't beat it down at the old barn in Goshen, Alabama. Come see them.
Come see us.
Hey, Neil, man, need some help, man. I watched Point Break last night. Well, Patrick Swayze.
What happened? Here comes the lifeguard.
Same price yesterday. You already wrecked my kayak and got an insurance.
Are you okay?
Man, I think I pulled
Pulled your leg
my
muscle?
leg muscle.
You're going to have to go to Health Action to get that worked out with physical therapy. Give them a call, 670-5435. Health Action's in front of Hook's Barbecue. Man, I hope you're okay. Now, that's some real music right there now, Skid Row. I like that. What do you mean? Oh, why are you playing it?
I just called my buddy Chuck, said he loved 18 and learn.
Chuck gets special treatment. Wally don't even like the song, and he's playing it for Chuck.
Yes, for Chuck.
Just for Chuck. Just for Chuck. Hey, it was time for the Facebook funnies. We kind of skipped over them with our caller. Let's see. Is the volume working, I wonder? No, it didn't. Waiting on your spouse that works in healthcare to come home from their shift during the coronavirus outbreak. He's got the dawn on. The dawn. Look at this cat. That's the way you social distance right there.
Right there, buddy. Now, that is a good one.
That'll keep people away from you. Marty, whatever happens, don't ever go to 2021. Alabama kicker takes job as delivery truck driver during the shutdown.
Oh, man.
I didn't. That wasn't me. That was Donnie right there now.
Yeah, gracious.
Acme. Caution, live Tasmanian devil. It's classic. I love that.
Just going down the road.
You reckon that got some looks?
Yeah.
Oh,
Probably
that's
somebody
great.
did it while he was at a rest stop. Do you know about it?
Yeah, that's great,
Oh,
man.
my goodness, man.
Tell us, we got any high school
Yeah,
football
well, I
news this
do
week?
got some stuff to report on just
All
a little
right,
bit.
come on with a little bit of high school
Hey,
football.
I reported a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Jason Riles, the new head coach down in
Yep.
Luverne.
Yep.
And also we have another hired report. Toby Green is the new head coach in Headland, Alabama.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
One person commented on Facebook that a lot of folks down in Fort Raleigh, they were really upset about
I saw that.
them not being able to keep him. I don't know if it was something to do with the Board of Education
I
or
don't
funds available,
I
but
don't
they
either.
were really upset that he left.
That he left. Yeah.
And also, former Carroll of Ozarks head coach Mike McDonald, who abruptly stepped down this past winter, he landed a job at Dadeville High School.
Dadeville.
Not Daleville, but
Dadeville, yeah.
Dadeville. He will be the head coach and athletic director there. Best
Yeah.
of luck to Coach McDonald. He's
Yeah,
been on our
Coach-
show a couple times.
Hey, yeah, and Coach McDonald, anytime I ever showed up at his office with a camera, he stopped what he was doing and granted me an interview.
Yep, I remember those when we had Saturday morning quarterback.
Yep.
Staying in high school football, also a bit of college.
Yeah.
A huge shout out to Darian Mahan, a former Charles Henderson standout.
Yep.
Defensive player that was. He was named the All-Decade at West Alabama earlier this week.
Let me tell you what now,
That's a heck of an honor.
one of those guys on there is a Super Bowl champion and made the interception for the New England Patriots.
Yeah.
I forget his name. I can't read it. It's so small. But
Hey, I got something to
let's
tell you about.
see. Tyreek Hill's on there. He's a great wide receiver for the Kansas City Chiefs right now. Probably the fastest guy in the. Leave that up there right real quick. I'll find him. Let's see. Matt, Gerald, Chuck, Jerry Smith, Tyreek Hill, and Malcolm Butler. Malcolm Butler made the big interception in the Super Bowl for the Patriots, and Tadarian Mahan is up there with Tyreek Hill and Malcolm Butler.
Amazing.
Hey,
Hey,
I
I
got
got a little trivia for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Who is their head coach
At West Alabama?
at West Alabama?
Right now,
Right now. You'd never believe it, I told you.
Chad Gillen.
Chad's younger brother. Chad's younger brother.
Yeah, Brett.
Yeah, the little
Brett,
kid that
Brett,
used to run
yes.
around at our football practice.
I don't know why I said Chad. I said Brett. I knew it was Brett.
Their head football coach, Neal
Yeah.
and I, we played for his daddy in high school, and he was just a little munchkin.
He was about 4 years old.
And running around, hitting head. I remember we had this big white cooler
Yeah.
that we'd have to pump. Mark Gilly and them would pump
Pump it to get the pressure.
And the head football coach at that college would sit there and just headbutt that thing. I'll never forget that, man.
That's great stuff.
What about
man.
some basketball stuff? Nick?
Yeah, that's a couple of things. High school basketball. Earlier this week, Carroll of Ozark did not renew the contract of their head baseball coach, Raymond White. Now, Wally, it was just only earlier this year, just about 2 or 3 months ago, that the Eagle Nation was honoring Coach White for his career win total, which was incredible. It was 400-something wins, or crazy number. And Coach White's sort of a legend in this southern portion of Alabama with basketball coaches, but sadly, he got wrapped up in the situation where there were some ineligible players, and it ended up costing him his job. So Carroll Ozark looking for a basketball coach, and we'll try to keep an eye on that and let you know if we hear of who they hire. And Andrea Demizio Maness, Andrea Demizio Maness is the principal down there. She's good friends with my family. She's a Troy girl, so maybe we got a leg up on figuring out who they're going to hire.
All right.
So, and also on the high school basketball front, we'll switch over to girls basketball. I want to give a big congratulations to Zakiria Johnson out of Ayrton. She signed to play college basketball at Enterprise State. She is a 2-time Class 2A All-State selection from the Alabama Sports Writers Association, including a second-team All-State honoree this past season. And Wally, she also was a 2-time Dothan Eagle Super 12 honoree. In the past 2 years, she combined for 20.5 points, 10.8 rebounds, 3 steals per game, 2.3 assists, 1.4 blocks, and she earned 20.8 per game this season and 20.2 as a junior. So, Miss Johnson, best of luck down in Enterprise. They got a good girls basketball program down in Enterprise, and good luck to Zakiria.
Exactly. And a little bit of football, college football, before we take our next break.
Yeah.
Coach Lindsay of the Troy Trojans gave an interview last week for his team and how they're handling the virus and what is going on.
I saw some of that.
Yeah, and he spoke a little bit about spring practices, and this is kind of what he said, and I'm just going to paraphrase it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is he said, coming out of spring, we got 5 practices in. I'm really excited about this team. I think we made some big strides on the defensive side.
Which they needed.
Exactly, for recruiting. I think that showed in the spring. Offensively, we didn't lose any of our skill guys. That's pretty good.
Well, he did lose a quarterback.
Well, yeah.
Caleb Barker. So
Caleb.
he was just talking about running backs and wide receivers.
Wide receiver stuff. Gunnar Watson, Jacob Free, Parker McNeil, I thought separated themselves after those 5 practices. All 3 of them are working their tails off to better. And Neal, I tell you this, man, I'm kind of rooting for old Jacob Free.
Me too.
You know, he's a Brantley boy.
Yeah.
And he signed with Vanderbilt right out of college.
Yep.
I mean, right out of high school. Let me tell you, that's a tall kid.
He is. You know,
Wow.
I personally know his mother and father, Randall and Bridget.
Yeah.
And, boy, just a great family. And Randall was an incredible athlete, and Bridget was too. And so great lineage right there with Jacob Free. I'm pulling for Jacob as well.
Exactly. And again, I'd love to see him lead the Trojans to a bunch of wins
Me too,
this
Wally.
coming up year.
Me too, Wally.
And then Coach Lindsey also spoke about his running backs. He lost B.J. Smith to a season-ending knee injury last year.
Yeah.
Smith rushed over 1,000 yards prior and was already off to a huge start in 2019 prior to that injury.
Mm-hmm.
Lindsey said there were several games where they only suited up 2 running backs last year, and that really hurt them. That was kind of odd.
Wally, one of the running backs they pulled out of the classroom. He wasn't even on the team.
Went on the team.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. He said that they have a transfer, Charlie Strong, who sat out last year from Texas A&M.
Supposed to be good.
Getting Smith back healthy is going to be huge for the Trojans. D.A. Billingsley emerged as someone who could really help out, Coach Lindsey said, and we signed a big-time running back, Kamini Vidal from Marietta High School in Georgia, who is expected to come in and help as
Kamani Vidal. Yeah,
Kamini? I like it.
Kamini or Kamani,
Kamini,
whatever.
Kamani,
yeah. But I remember when he signed his letter of intent with the Trojans, that was big. That was big because I think he had offers with Georgia Tech.
And all that.
Yeah. So
And then in conclusion of our college football I was going to talk about, Troy scheduled a home and home for UAB in 2028 and 2029.
That's a long time to wait.
I know, but I'm glad to see that. I
too.
think Troy should play South, Jacksonville State, UAB every year.
I do too. I do too. Why not?
I don't understand. It makes
Why are we playing Liberty?
Yeah, exactly.
We need to be playing Jack State and UAB.
Or even playing Auburn or Alabama. We've had that argument before.
Yeah. I mean,
but speaking about playing Auburn and Alabama, we're going to take a short commercial break and come back. We're going to try to finish this up, folks.
We'll be right back.
Wally, what are you doing out here at Smith Manufactured Housing? Oh, man, Neal, I'm tired of paying rent at these crummy old apartments around here, so I called Smith Manufactured Housing. Look at this stuff, man.
566-3883. They got double wise, single wise, sheetrock housing. Come see Ashley at Smith Manufacturing. Wally's about to get him one. Man, what's that noise? What are you doing with that air conditioner heating unit?
Neal, my air conditioner went out last night, and I tell you what, I watch YouTube, and I know how to do all this stuff now.
You heard, Wally, this could be really dangerous, man. You need to call Matt Johnson with Stone Cold Heating and Cooling. 268-0917. Licensed, insured, and bonded. You need to call Matt Johnson, Wally.
Hey, Neal, what does this red thing do?
Don't pull on the red wire. That could be dangerous, man. What'd you do? Don't pull on that red wire. Good gravy. Now you've done it. Call Matt Johnson with Stone Cold Heating and Cooling.
Hey, Neal, I need some help,
What in
man.
the world? What are you doing? What are you trying to grill?
I done burnt my barbecue, bro.
Those ribs look crisp, man. What in the world have you done? You have ruined those ribs.
I can't grill, can't have nothing, man.
Man, Hook's Barbecue's right down the street, the best barbecue in South Alabama, probably in the southeast United States. Hook's Barbecue, man, it's right over there. Give them a call. They do catering. You can get ribs like that. Like all you gotta do is go through the drive-through and get the ribs. 808-8008. Call them for your catering. Anything you need, they can fix them. They can fix any type of catering order you need. Don't cook your ribs like this, burnt crisp.
Troy Cable Security makes it easy to stay aware and stay in control of your home wherever you are. User-friendly interface allows easy navigation for lights, locks thermostat, video and garage doors. Never worry about leaving your garage door open or the front door unlocked. Your mobile app can send alerts to your phone for alarm and no alarm events. Know when your children arrive home from school with video response. Make sure your home is powered by Troy Cable Security for ultimate access, awareness, and protection.
What are you doing at Roadmart on 231 in Troy, man? What are you doing at that tire?
Oh, Neal, I'm gonna put some 25s on this bad boy.
Oh, Lord, 25?
Yeah.
They even make 25? Hey, They can do specialty rims at Road Mart here in Troy, Alabama. They also do brake work. They can change your oil, anything under the hood here at Road Mart on 231. And they can even get Wally some 25 for his rim. 566-3413, Road Mart on 231.
Dadgummit. Man, what's going on, Wally? What's wrong with that thing? Oh, Neil, Dad, my gum, man. I can't cut grass. I can't have nothing anymore.
Is it broke? I mean,
I don't know.
What I
I
chopped it all up over there.
Yeah, pretty brutal. What I should have done was called Blake Turner with Turner Mowing at 334-465-0600, and I wouldn't be in this predicament
Look
right
at
here.
this. Best rates in town. Call Blake Turner. He'll give you a low quote. He'll give you the best job.
Wally, what you got there? Hey, man, I'm fishing for sharks, dude. Cane pole and wigglers? Oh, heck yeah, man. When you wear deep south of barrel, you look good, you feel good, you can fish good.
Well, I got on these.
What you got? I got a big shark. Could be Charles's cousin with a cane pole.
Call Pete Van Horn, Deep South Apparel. Look for him on Facebook. Deep South Apparel. You might catch your shark. Wait a minute. Break it. It broke. The shark broke the hook. We're going to get him next time. You talked about this one last week, man.
That's not Christmas.
You told me, you said Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young.
Nash Young.
Well, this is no Young, no Neil Young on this one. This
That's
just
probably right. I don't know.
Crosby, it's just Crosby, Stills, and Nash.
And Young.
No, not Young on that one. That was just a. In fact, did Crosby, Stills, and Nash even have a hit with Neil Young?
Yeah.
They did
Yeah, they had a few hits
with him.
with him. Yeah.
Because all the good tunes I pulled up on YouTube didn't have the Young at the end.
Young was like our buddy David, our great producer.
Look at the bottom.
says,
Neil Young
Young
is our first ball out.
ballot Hall of Famer. And he was.
He was? Are you sure?
I'm about positive he was.
No, did you make that up or did you put that on there for real?
That's pretty much
Wait
way to be determined.
He
You go
ain't-
look at the
he
Hall-
ain't in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Neil Young. I
Yes,
don't think
he
he is.
is.
I don't think he is.
Oh my goodness.
Also worth a mention, the Troy Athletics Department has extended its football priority season ticket deadline all the way till June the 1st, of course, due to the coronavirus.
Yeah.
And they've also added that if you do the priority season tickets, that you get a bobblehead Trojan.
What about
Where's your
bobblehead?
bobblehead
Is that not the coolest bobblehead?
Does that look? I'm a Trojan fan to the core. To the core. I pull for the Troy Trojans, and then I pull for Auburn, and then Alabama. But a T-Roy bobblehead, really? That's all they could come up with. They used to give golf shirts. I mean, it's nice stuff. Now they got a T-Roy bobblehead. Really? Is that what it's come to? I don't want a bobblehead.
You don't want a bobblehead?
Give me a golf shirt. Give me a polo. I don't want a bobblehead. You want a bobblehead?
I like a bobblehead. Look, that's me.
I know that's you, but you want a T-Roy bobblehead?
I like that
Anyway.
T-Roy bobblehead.
Hey, if you get your season tickets, you get a bobblehead.
There you go.
Get a T-Roy bobblehead. We got the Neil Young, two-time Hall of Fame.
Two-time. Oh, but he's terrible.
No, I didn't say he was terrible. I just said I didn't like him. He's a two-time Hall of Famer. There you go.
Two-time Hall of Fame.
All right, but we don't know if he was first ballot though, like you got at the
Oh,
bottom
he
of the
first
show.
ballot.
Oh, was he?
Dang. Oh, yeah, dang.
We got any wrestling news?
Yeah, we do got some wrestling news,
I
man.
saw that on the.
tell you what,
I saw that on the script. I was like, "Whoa, look
I
at
got some
here!
good
Look
stuff,
at
man.
here!"
I bet Johnny.
Dennis Gale.
I bet big about Johnny Bulldogs.
Oh, he's listening. Yeah, Bulldog, Johnny Bulldog. This is for you.
Okay, listen. Our fan fest that
Who's the guy that calls him Johnny Berry? That's Dennis Mitchell.
Mitchell.
Dennis Mitchell.
He
You think we can get Dennis Mitchell calling our show?
He talks a lot of wrestling. I know he upsets John,
Carmelo.
but Barry loves him.
Barry
you know?
loves.
You know, Barry loves me. He put a picture of
I
me
saw
on
that.
Facebook.
I saw
like
that. That was a great picture of you.
Well, that was our sponsor, Dr. Eddie Billings, did that to me.
Was there better pictures available?
There were better pictures available, and Eddie Billings.
Eddie Billings, come on now.
And I always remind him every time I go see him.
That's the picture he chose
That's
for the
the picture.
palladium.
I look like some pedophile out of Humpty Dump Land.
I wish we had a picture on that.
Oh my goodness! And then Barry puts it on there, and then it was just
Yes.
It was good. It was all good nature.
Put that Continental Championship Wrestling back up there, David.
Our Fan Fest that we attended last year
Yeah.
was slated for May 16th, has been rescheduled for November the 21st.
Yeah.
And this,
Football season.
I know, and this fall they're going to have a golf tournament,
Yeah.
which I like that.
Are we going to play in it?
I think we are, man, but check this out. We get paired with wrestlers. Can you imagine us being paired with two legendary,
Ooh. Ron Fuller.
oh, I'd love to say Ron, man. That'd be pretty
You
cool.
wouldn't ask him no questions, would you?
No, I don't ask questions like that. Should be a great event. We hope to go back, and again, I know they had to change it, but didn't you say something about
I did. I read an article on Dothan Eagle, and
That
it was
they
about
got
this. And
three-
Dennis Gale quoted in the Dothan Eagle, Wally, that he was sad that he had to reschedule the Fan Fest, but in a roundabout way, it's going to be bigger and better because there was two huge names that could not make it in May that upset him. That said, hey, if you have it in November, we'll be there. And he hadn't announced those two names yet.
Man,
He said it was
I am
huge.
hoping this the assassin.
Could
Dude,
be.
Golly,
You think it
that'd
could be?
Cool. I would love, out of all the wrestlers besides
And
Montgomery
Dennis
stuff.
will call our show now.
Yeah, Dennis has called our
Yeah,
show before.
yeah.
Man, let's see how big we're getting. Got Dennis
I know,
Gale,
man.
former wrestler call. Had
Ron Fuller.
Ron Fuller.
Charlie Platt.
Charlie Platt. Charles from Real Town. I mean, man, we're getting like a mushroom.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. So I think we should go to that in the fall, though, again. We get Doty to go down there with us.
Yeah, get Doty. We had a good time. Doty did a good job, man.
Yeah.
Set that man supervisor come out there and spoiled everything.
Spoiled everything, yeah. We hadn't seen him in a while. Thank goodness.
Man,
Cross your
goodness,
fingers.
I don't want to see that now.
He was hunting Johnny Bulldog last
There
time.
you-
Last I heard, he was running through the town of Brundage yelling, "Where's that Johnny Bulldog?"
Yeah, that's what I heard, man.
Johnny Bulldog. But anyway, hey, a little NFL front. Cincinnati Bengals picked Joe Burrow, the quarterback from LSU, with the number one pick in the draft last week, and we sat right here and said he'll probably sit 6 or 7 games behind Andy Dalton, and if Andy Dalton's having a so-so year, then they'll throw him in there after 6 or 7 weeks, and if Andy Dalton's having a career year, then he'll sit behind Andy Dalton a whole year, right?
That's
what
right.
we said. And, hey,
Go.
out the window. Everything changed. Everything changed. Andy, the Bengals cut Andy Dalton, and as you can see, he didn't stay unemployed too long. The Cowboys picked him up, but hey, Joe Burrow is now the starter for the Cincinnati Bengals. Day one of camp. Day one.
Day one.
Well, that's a lot of pressure. You know, Cincinnati's not known for developing wonderful quarterbacks and superstar quarterbacks. Could this hurt the confidence of Joe Burrow?
You know, they did Peyton Manning got thrown in the fire like that. Too,
Yeah,
you know,
he
his
did.
first year.
Eli did too, didn't he?
Yeah, there's been
Yeah.
a few quarterbacks
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
have been thrown in the fire.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a good sign for him. You know.
Yeah. Well, the Dallas Cowboys did sign Andy Dalton to a 1-year deal, so he didn't stay unemployed too long. And I tell you, man, the Cowboys, it was more of a poker deal.
Poker deal. Tell the audience about this. I like
It was more of a poker deal for the Dallas Cowboys. Now, the Cowboys are in deep negotiations with Dak Prescott and his representatives, and they're going back and forth. Dak wants to be the highest paid quarterback in the league, and Dallas is offering this, and Dak won't take it, and they're going back and forth. And so Dallas goes out and signs Andy Dalton off the streets.
Off the streets.
So now they signed him for $1 million, whatever. Now the Dallas Cowboys can kick the heels back and go, "Hey Dak, we got us a quarterback, man.
What
We
a
got us a
poker
quarterback."
deal, baby.
And so essentially, they're going to pay Andy Dalton $1 million to save $7 million with Dak. So hey, hey, front office dealing right there. Little poker deal right there, and pretty interesting, man. Pretty interesting. Also, Jameis Winston signs with the Saints. You know, Teddy Bridgewater backed up Drew Brees last year, and he signed a
Won
huge.
every game he played.
He did when Drew was hurt, and he signed with the Carolina Panthers to take Cam Newton's place with new coach Matt Rule, and so he parlayed that backup duty to New Orleans into a big contract, and that's what that's what Jameis wants to do, and I don't know if Jameis can pull that off like Teddy.
Well, I don't know. You just mentioned Cam. I do have an idea where Cam's
What's
going.
Cam gonna do?
He's probably going to be what do you call it? A backup quarterback at a camp. Practice squad. So Cam Newton's going to be a backup quarterback.
What about Jarrett Stidham in New England? Is Bill Belichick just going to give him the team? What's going on up there?
They ain't got no choice, man. They're going to have to give it to him.
We'll give it to Jarrett Stidham and see what he can do. I'm thinking they may sign Cam. Who knows? Stay tuned. We'll stay on top of it. Thank y'all for tuning in. We had fun tonight. See you next week. Keep it cool.
See you.